The Wisconsin Historical Society is one of the preeminent institutions in the entire country, both for its state collections of documents and iconic items, but also for its national archives. Most of those items, though, are essentially in storage. The public museum simply not big enough for now. So what's essentially hidden away? We got a unique opportunity to find out for ourselves and take you on a little trip back in time. In a nondescript building in Madison, up and down staircases, through doors, down hallways, and behind these walls, iconic pieces of Wisconsin history are immaculately preserved and protected.
Well, we're passing a 1940s Harley-Davidson.
That's your personal ride, I take it.
Never ridden a Harley.
Our guide into history today.
Hi, my name is Matt Blessing. We are at the State Archive Preservation Facility on the east side of Madison's Isthmus. 95% of the museum artifacts from the Historical Society are in this single room. So we went from a dozen small rooms in a basement to this expansive space. What you're looking at here, people a little bit older than me will recognize this as a Wadham's pagoda-style gasoline station. It's a portion of the roof. And back in the 1930s and 40s, Wadham's gas stations were an iconic signature part of Milwaukee's streetscape. They had the film libraries for RKO, Warner Brothers, and United Artists. We have about 450 pieces of fine art. The Historical Society also collects textiles and historic garments. We have military uniforms going back to the Black Hawk War. We have sports jerseys from the Milwaukee Braves, the Milwaukee Brewers. This machinery, it's a turbine from Allis-Chalmers Corporation, of course from West Allis, Wisconsin. We have Crosby, Stills and Nash, so we're collecting at all times. And the background on the acquisition of these pieces, these came out of the Bradley Center in downtown Milwaukee just before the building was imploded. The Pennsylvania Journal, this is Benjamin Franklin's newspaper. He had already sold it by 1773. He was effectively retired and exploring science and government by the 1770s. We're looking at a 1969 Weinermobile. It's about 15% smaller than the current fleet of Weinermobiles around the country. And the goal is to use it in a prominent place in a planned new museum.
Ah yes, back to that new museum. The Historical Society is hoping and planning for money to be in the state's biennial budget to be able to expand its footprint in downtown Madison, making more of this visible to the public. Because at the end of the day,
history matters. The citizens of Wisconsin created the Wisconsin Historical Society in 1846, 2 years before we became a state, because they knew that the process of telling stories created stronger families, created better learning opportunities and better schools, and that we learn from our mistakes and our errors. And we've been in this business for 173 years.
And surely will be for years and generations to come. Our thanks to Matt. So many cool items, and hundreds of them are couriered every month back and forth to campus and the museum downtown for people to study and research there. As for that new museum, listening sessions are ongoing statewide. Next week on May 8th in Fitchburg, May 9th in Hudson, and May 14th in Milwaukee. All the info you need is posted to wisconsinhistory.org.